I think I'm in. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You won't do. Oh. Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James with Montauk, Monaming, Mystical Hawaiian Power, and talk meaning, use your words. What should I talk about first? The Islam thing, the no kings thing, or the 37 trillion reset, crypto reset? I don't know. Let me see what I got lined up here. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, let's talk about no kings. So in the beginning, I put this up, right? You saw this, no kings, your party. Oh shit! I gotta put my glasses on. Sorry. Your party skipped the primary, crowned Kamala without a single vote, and tried to erase Trump from the ballot. When your legal warfare crashed and burned, basically. That's not democracy. That's authoritarianism with a blue sticker. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. The No Kings rally went today, or the No Dictator rally, or whatever they want to call it. I'm not sure what it was. It's all kind of confusing because when you talk to them, they seem a little confused all the time. And the reason why I say that is because there's plenty of, it is getting a little chilly out. I think fall is finally here. Earlier today, it was like 78 something degrees, and it started raining, and the next thing you know, a few hours later, it's like 50 something. This is weird, but that's Missouri for you. I like Missouri. It's really nice. People here are wonderful. Prices, everything are really inexpensive. If you're living anywhere in the country, I truly recommend Missouri. For one, it's a red state, but we're all very to ourselves, very polite, very nice. It's a good state. West Virginia was great too, honestly. I kind of miss that state. It's actually a nice state. Good people in both. Red states just got good people. I don't, they portray them as such mean and nasty people. It's crazy to me. But if we go here, there's this one guy that was Nick something. What the hell was his name? Nick, what's your name, Nick? You're up, you're, where are you? You're right. Here? No. I could have sworn I saved it. Holy but Jesus. Should I go? I don't go into history. That's. No. That's not it. No. Let me just change this. Maybe it's. Oh, you know what? I put it here. I don't have a tech crew, so you're just going to have to be patient. That's just the way it is here at Montauk. Unless you want to be you're welcome to come and help. I mean, anybody who, I don't care. It's whatever. I used to have a really good teammate, but she went south for a while. I'm not going to say that. She just decided not to. That's all, basically. Zoom only. Let me go back to Chrome. I think I put it in my Facebook. This kid was out there, Nick something, and he was doing interviews. Oh, look at me, trying to warn everybody on May 18th, 2020, not to take the thing, and telling you it was all a big scam. That's me. That's me. Yep, that's me. So I found this in my Google videos or something, and I just posted it now. Just a quick, simple thing. Oh, look, here. If you vote for the Democrat, this will continue to happen. Yeah. Remember these? Do you guys remember this stuff? Do you remember those? This is at the football games and the baseball games. They were putting plaques up of fans and people. They're little cardboard, and this guy was passing them out everywhere. The whatchamacallit guy, the mascot, right? Just fuck. Wow. It was just, and that's what they were about. I'm going to tell you right now, if Kamala Harris would have won the election in some fucking crazy ass way, usually by cheating and rigging, the usual shit that the Demoncrats do, we would be in COVID 22 or COVID 21 or 22 or 23 by now. Who fucking knows? People would be in masks. People would be mandated to take the fucking thing over and over and over again. You'd have to be not just 6 feet apart, probably like 50 feet apart by now. It was just tyrannical authoritism in its purest form. That whole fucking thing, right? And it got extremely bad in 2021 as soon as the illegitimate Biden administration took office. Illegitimate. Remember I said that. It's going to be proven. It's coming. And I proved it over and over again on how that happened and why it happened and who was doing it and all that shit. By the way, Las Pulgas is a little road that's near that kind of crosses the 5 freeway down in San Diego, the northern part of San Diego, up against the coast of the Pacific Ocean. I've been to that beach many times. I've been there. And I wasn't supposed to be there, but I went out in the water a couple times. Just to say I did, because the gate was open a few times. But that's Camp Pendleton. And J.D. Vance was out there today. Had a big old parade celebrating the 250th anniversary of our fighting men and women. Not trans, not delusional, not deranged, not mentally ill. People that are strong and smart and quick and efficient and diligent and don't whine like little bitches. Yeah, that's what's happening. Been to a few rodeos. Oh, here it is right here. This is the guy. Now, I think I posted his, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this just to show you. But no, I don't think I'm going to go through the whole thing. You know what? I'm going to do it. The kid deserves it. He did a great job. I'm going to put it in a new tab. It's probably going to be a commercial. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here in New York City for the No Kings protest. The last No Kings protest didn't work, so now they have another one. And the shirts are back. Last time you guys sold them out, so we brought them back. The link is in the pinned comment above and also in the description. Go ahead and...
I like a shirt. Awake is
God,
the
what's
new
Dave
woke.
Kennedy is
Look at these
saying
people.
is just bullshit. It's absolutely ridiculous. He has no background in medical science, and he's just playing to his base, and I believe he gets some kind of kickback for selling supplements.
Yeah.
So I have...
Okay, first of all, that outfit is fucking awesome. I mean, is it Halloween? I don't know. It's this rainbow bright. I don't know what kind of fucking... But the kid was great. He was going through this entire parade, and he has 2 parts of it. You got to go watch him. It's Nick Shirley. He's got 912 subscribers, and I've never even subscribed. I don't even know this guy. I just saw him. He popped up on my YouTube. I didn't even type it in. But you know what? I'm going to subscribe to this kid. And he doesn't cause any problems. He's just asking questions. What are you here for? What's going on? Right? He's definitely conservative, definitely a Christian, definitely patriotic. He's a big kid. He can handle himself pretty well, obviously. He's probably like 6'1", 6'2", something like that. You know, kind of like me. But he's just really good with everybody. Let's listen to another one.
Because a lot of these people were also part of the pro-Palestine movement, and now Trump just solved their war.
I mean, they were committing genocide there. So, I mean, it's of course, you're going to pick, when people are being murdered and killed, you're going to speak up. Otherwise, it's going to happen all over the world.
Well, I mean, like, do you think they'll start to give earn more? Do you think Trump earned more respect from that group of?
This lady can't wait to pounce on this kid. I can fucking see it in her face, and everybody's the same way. It doesn't get real bad, but he does get harassed throughout this. This segment is 1 hour and 42 minutes. And he's actually a journalist. He's got his pass. He's got all that. He's done everything. He's registered. He got his licensing and everything. And he's done everything he's supposed to do. And he's just asking questions. Right? And then
language, while all these people are coming through saying no person is illegal. I'd like to ask the irony.
Yes, sir.
And it seems to be lost on a lot of people.
Chat, should we get this guy in a debate with somebody? Let's go find somebody for you to debate, all right?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it. How are you guys doing? Are you in support of illegal migrants here in the United States?
Yes.
And why are you in support of illegal migrants here in the United States?
Oh, wait, did you say illegal?
Illegal.
I support human beings.
Okay, if someone's here illegally, should they be deported?
this would be easy for me because he's a young kid. There's a lot of things he doesn't know. Look, I'm 61, right? So I've been around the block a few times in the alleyways and the garages, in the back alleys. I've been everywhere, right? Freeways, highways, stuff like that, oceans, lakes, whatever. But my thing would have been, well, in the past few decades, there's been approximately 300, 400, maybe 500 max illegal immigrants coming into our country per year. In the past 4 years, or under the Biden administration, there was a documented, with data, with indication, now confirmed, about 3.4 million. There could have been more, but there wasn't less, obviously. 3.4 million per year. That's 80% more, or close to it, 75% more. It's a lot of fucking people to bring in. No, it's a lot more than that. It's like 200. It's triple the amount, right? Quadruple the amount. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my math is fucked up, but it's a fucking shit ton of people. And back then it was, it cost us maybe $80 to $100 million for transportation back, and maybe they hit up a few states for emergency medical use or whatever the case may be. It wasn't really a big deal. It was manageable. But the illegitimate Biden administration was bringing them in because for what? Well, they needed for census. They want to use them for the census so they can claim a certain amount of votes, which they're not going to get and never get, so they can cheat and rig elections. That's it. If you want that information, if you don't believe me, let me know. Come on the show. I'll show it to you. Or you can Facebook or comment or whatever. Anything you disagree with, or if you have any questions in regards to what I'm talking about or saying or conveying or my perspective or whatever the case may be, or if you just want to say hi, whatever. Aloha. Just put it in the comments. That's it. Put it in the comments. So that's a lot of freaking people. And that's a lot of freaking money. And that's and the things they were doing for them, which was crazy, while other people, imagine that. I want you to imagine that you've been waiting in line for a year or two to become an American citizen, and you're still waiting, and then all of a sudden these people come in out of nowhere, just flying in. What a slap in the face that is. You took the citizenship exam, the civil exam. It's like 100 questions or something like that. You got to answer all this stuff and how patriotic you are. If you know most of that stuff, many people don't even know that are born here, let alone people coming in here and waiting their turn, but they study for it. They want to be American citizens. They want to stay here. They want to be You can be whatever religion you want, you can be whatever party you want, you can be whatever you want, but they want to grow in the United States of America the legal way. And I appreciate those people, and I adore those people, and I think they're great. But then when you have these people here that are clearly saying right off the bat, everybody, we want the humans. You guys don't see what's going on in Europe and the infiltration that's coming in from the Arabic world. It's not good. It's not great. It's kind of what we're going through, but what we're going through is more of Hispanic, Venezuela, Salvador, stuff like that, Mexico, the usual. But what's going on in Europe is not good at all, because they're basically just taking over, period. And that's becoming a concern here, and I'll get to that later. But let's just see how this goes.
No. There should be a procedure, as long as there's a process.
Ladies, get a stick, bro. Look at him. Look at the anger in his face. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? Look at the guy with the sign. Right? That's what he's just fucking mad. They're all mad as hell. But it's the media. I keep telling them this is all pre-planned. This is all prearranged, pre-orchestrated. Right? It all goes back to, and I've proven this over and over again. And if you want some information about it, like I said, give me the comments. Put it in the comments. The national, the NGOs, right, and the globalist predator class, I call them, have arranged all this polarness, this polar demographic, us pushing away of each other. It's all the divide and conquer process, which the elites have been using on us for, I don't know, fucking forever, right? And everybody's biting into it. They're biting into it. I don't think well, they look like, I don't know, they could be groomers. Who fucking knows? There's a lot of that shit happening lately. But let me just kind of keep going here.
For determining, because some people have been here for decades and they've contributed to society and they've got
He looks genuinely concerned. The kid looks genuinely concerned. I think he's fucking
family and kids here, and I don't think
being a dick.
People that have children and grandkids here necessarily
He's not loading the question.
should be deported if they're not breaking other laws. I think it's something we need to I think.
Okay. Anything but that law? Did you hear that? If they're not breaking other laws. Well, most of them were. And it's got worse. But anyway.
It was under Reagan that we had
I want to hear this other guy's
major
response.
forgiveness for illegal aliens. And I think we probably need to have one too.
He just said it. Illegal aliens. He's just... am I not hearing correctly? He just say they're immigrants. You know, if you're gonna anyway, this is continuous. I just want to hear this one guy. We're gonna move towards the end because that's towards maybe halfway.
Again, it's time.
What do you think, sir?
It's time.
Well, so my question, and I appreciate you engaging. So I'm from California, and we have a lot of people who are outside of San Francisco here, not legally, and they'll set up a restaurant right there on the sidewalk, so they don't pay rent, they don't pay business taxes, there's no health code, taxes, everything's cash, so no sales tax.
What makes you think that that's true? What the?
He see right off the fucking bat. Right off the bat, he just told you he's there watching it. This is very prevalent, happens all the time. They don't go after him. They recently just made it okay during the Biden administration in California they posted it that if you stole, they called it petty theft, and you weren't going to get prosecuted for it, of $900. So you can go into any store anywhere in the world in fucking California and take $900 worth of shit on that day. And you could do the same thing the next day. And this guy's just fucking, dude, let the guy finish. And this is the process every fucking time. They get triggered immediately You start making sense. You start, oh my God, this. In their brains, it's, oh, they're making sense. This is making sense. This is starting to affect me. It's making sense, and boom, they lash out just immediately. So let's see.
How makes you
Because
think
I talked to them. That's why the
city
hell.
has regulations.
Because I talked to them.
The county has
Not
regulations.
along my
No, it doesn't.
sidewalk. How the hell do you think you know more about my community than you?
Because
Are you crazy?
live in the United States.
Are you crazy? Yes, he's crazy. It's just, you know, this just, look at the guy with the smile, the original guy asked. He's just smiling going, this makes no sense. They're just, are you crazy? Yeah, they're fucking crazy, dude. I'm telling you. I stopped arguing with the left about a year and a half ago. I might say a little something every once in a while. It's just so easy to trigger them. But now I just say, you sound vaccinated, probably overly boosted, and God bless you. That's it. I just I won't even give them the energy, the effort, my brain power. I've got other things I got to do. I'm working. I got another job. I got a business I'm opening. Lots of stuff going in my life. And it's just not worth it. They're gone. You have to see them as basically just, they're going to be, is that a fucking, what the crap? What was that? Oh, it was a mosquito. Oh, one of the big mosquitoes? Oh, come here. Oh, how did you get in here? Anyway, yeah, so it's just not worth your time, bro. And it's sad. It's almost like this kid set up an MMA match. Are you fucking crazy? Yeah. Let's see if he steps in.
That's right. Every county in the United States has health regulations, and they get enforced.
Right. Are you kidding me? So a guy can not pay rent, not pay taxes on the cash that.
They don't get enforced. That's what he just said. It's like he thinks he's lying. I'm going to move forward. This gets just retarded. And what starts to happen, let me see.
That in America, you can come, we'll give you free health care, we'll give you a place to live.
But we don't say that. Now, you know that's not true.
Well,
That's not true. You know that's not true. They come here for a better life. They come here for a better situation.
All right, let's change it then. So say there's some person in Peru. They have a decent life, but they hear life in America they'll be able to live the American dream, and they'll be able to get and become prosperous and become millionaires. And they come on the hope that they're going to come here and live out the American dream. They aren't fleeing a country, but they did come over the border illegally, and they decided to take. Yeah, they crossed the border.
Oh, trigger.
Should they be
illegally? There it is. It's just every time. This. Hang on.
Got him. Now he's running.
Yeah,
Come on.
All of a sudden he starts getting stalked.
You just took the photos.
He starts getting stalked. He starts getting followed. There are people that are threatening him, trying to pull him away and pull him out and antagonize him, or basically trying to trap him into some physical or situation. It just started happening once he started to, like, they started to notice he was around, and then they started bringing in.
Then you ran away. How are you doing?
Standing in the middle of the street protesting.
Yeah, I know. You can.
But I believe there's a guy behind
him.
him.
I don't care.
The guy in the glasses behind him.
Just chilling like
I
you,
think
dog.
he's
Amazing.
security. I don't know who he is or where he's from, but I think he could be either his security or.
Yes, sir. We're live streaming. How's your day going so far?
All is well, brother. How about you?
Doing good.
Good, man.
You enjoying the day? All right, take care as well. Have a good one. What's up? How you doing? Hi. Nice to meet you, Sonic. Wild day out here.
This is Chicago, right?
Yes, sir. We out here everywhere.
Now the jackets, the neon lime jacket people that are in the crowds, they're designed to spot infiltrators. Watch, and you're gonna see this. Watch.
Every city.
What's Chicago like?
Chicago was crazy.
It deserved the name Chirac. It's a wild place, Chicago.
Are they protesting though, or is it just
What's this sign say? Clean on, what is this? Clean up on aisle 47. Very nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Very nice.
That's actually a good
That
one.
was so funny, that guy. He comes up, because these photographers always think, like, I don't care if they come take photos of me, but it's always so funny because they'll come up to me and like get like super close to my face and they'll take like 100 photos and then I'll yell at them and they just start, and then they'll just run away. I'm like, okay, and I never see where that photo goes. And then
so strange, right?
it is strange. Look, it's like I don't care if they take the photo. We got Trump out here.
I love you, New York.
What's your message to all these protesters out here?
Who are you with?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Hi, Nick Shirley.
What do you think about all these protesters out here, Trump?
It's phenomenal. You know, I like to bring a big crowd. I close the government, and now I close New York, specifically Times Square. It's like the Macy's parade, but for Donald Trump.
And, like the Macy's parade for Donald Trump. Do you think all these people are in love?
Of course, they're all saying my name. Every poster says Donald Trump, so they must be huge fans.
You got a lot of big fans.
I love bigliest fans, really. I'm like the Santa Claus at the end of the parade. This is why I'm here. I'm actually the Grand Marshal Law.
Well, we wish you the best, Trump.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Of course.
God bless you.
It is true. All these signs do say Trump
it's
out
funny.
here.
When did they come up? Pretty soon.
Wow, this sign right here is a photo of Trump. Who's the other person on your sign? And Mussolini. Is he the
fascist dictator?
Fascist dictator of Italy, right? Of Italy in World War II.
You know what happened to him? He ended up executed, and he and his, I don't know, wife were strung up. On the
That's not implying anything, but here's the question.
Would you like Trump to be executed?
Oh no, I absolutely am against the death penalty for anything.
Okay.
And do you think Trump is a fascist dictator and a Nazi?
I'm sorry, but I don't know enough about fascism and dictatorship to say. But I can't be on film. I can't be on film because I work as a journalist.
What? That's interesting.
Okay, yeah.
You work as a journalist, but you can't be on film with somebody else. I guess that's the problem, or is it conflicting? You're in a public space. She doesn't get it because I understand the laws and how this works. I used to protest the vaccine and all this other shit in front of the Capitol like 3 or 4 times back in 2020, 2021 with my leave the kids alone, no vaccines, stop the fucking big pharma, some other shit. I have a right to peaceably assemble was on my banner. That was about, I think it was 3 by 6 feet or something. And I went over the laws and I wanted to find out what was going on. And you can, I didn't have to register. I made sure of that or get a license or anything. And I had a couple people come up and go, man, that's good. That's fucking awesome. And then some people flipped me off driving by, but they wouldn't talk to me. I was ready to have conversation with people, but nobody would talk to me. And I was the only one. There was nobody else out there in West Virginia. I mean, look, West Virginia has what, 1.6, 1.7 million people maybe, and I was the only guy out there in front of the Capitol at any time. There was nothing against what was happening, the mandates, the vax, the social distancing, all the fucking bullshit that everybody was going through. There was one guy out there, that was me. Yeah, if you need, it's in my Facebook or whatever. You can fucking see it.
Journalists can't go on camera, huh?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, you know that, right?
So they're
I
looking.
know. Journalists, we make sure they never go on camera.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley. I'm a journalist. My name's Nick Shirley. I'm a journalist.
You're doing the right thing as a journalist, but I'm not.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You know, it's hard to get you, man.
How are you doing, sir?
Shoot, I wasn't even supposed to be here.
I like the cap.
I'm here for I'm in the area for a different story.
So Curtis Lua is going up against Cuomo and Mandami, whatever this, and I don't know where he's from, but he seems pretty sane, but he's still in the same. They're all against Trump and everything he does, so it doesn't really matter. But this guy is pretty sane. He's pretty cool. They walk for a while.
It'd be good if Curtis had more of a chance of winning.
All you got to do is vote. That's what it is.
People do got to vote for him.
Don't listen to the polls. Remember what happened to the polls with Trump and Harris?
It's sad because the 3 options you have for New York City right now is
you have a socialist communist who's anti-Semite and hates all other religions other than Islam, and then you have the guy who is with 13 sex charges, who put old ladies in nursing homes and killed them during COVID.
And then you got somebody who really loved New York City.
Nailed it.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh, look, you got the foot camera.
You got the old school camera.
Take photos, take photos. It's Nick Shirley. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Go ahead and take the photos.
I feel bad for you, dude. I mean, I see you at all these rallies recently. You know, you need some protection. You need some, like, muscle just to push these people away.
I know. I should probably hit the gym a little bit more, huh?
No, you need someone like me helping you out, man.
Yeah, you look like you got the muscle, Mr. Kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
This fucking floppy, whatever.
At least you notice that. But yeah, you got like women flinging their titties at you. You got people throwing water at you, man. It's hard out here. You got to be careful. You got to have some people like to push them back and say, hey.
Where are the Patriots at? Why don't they come out here?
I don't know. I think they're wasting their time. The sad part is what's going to happen when 3 years comes and, you know, Trump isn't going to be president anymore due to the Constitution. You know, listen, he can say whatever he wants about a third term. It's like, unless you're going to get the Constitution changed, there's no way that's...
There's a caveat. The caveat to that is if you can prove with unreasonable doubt that one of your this 2020 was rigged, he could be president again. I don't think he's going to do it. It's a lot of work. He's going to put in 4 fucking solid years. He's going to pick and choose who he wants to be his guy or his girl, probably guy. Just letting you know, girls.
It's going to happen. But what are these people going to do in 3 years when he's not around?
All right, we're going to go fast forward here. I'm going to try to get to the...
Let's see. We're going to try to get up to the front. All of us against the radical rich and authoritarianism. The biggest threat to this planet and its inhabitants are the billionaire class and its authoritarian cronies. What fears you so much about the billionaires?
I didn't hear your question.
Oh, what fears you so much about billionaires?
What fears me about billionaires?
Scares you.
Well, I think you gotta give me a second to think. We just said bye to our friends, and I'm caught off guard.
Oh, okay.
Where are you recording from?
My name's Nick Shirley. We're live right there. We're just talking to you here at the protest. So, for instance, do you think people like Bill Gates? Yeah. Do you think people like Bill Gates, who are some other billionaires, Elon Musk? Do you think they should be able to get to that billionaire level?
No, I don't think it's possible to get to a level where you control billions of dollars without having kind of too much power as an individual.
So do you think that America should allow people to become billionaires, or should we just cap it at $999.9 million in someone's bank account?
That's a great point.
I think that billionaires have a very heavy hand in our politics, and I think people are starting to realize that.
And that's because of Citizens United. Okay, I've told you guys the McCutcheon versus FEC. I've always been against it. It's money in politics. It happens all the fucking time. And the Demoncrats never done anything about it. The Republicans aren't going to do anything about it either. Major companies, billionaires, NGOs, globalists, predator class motherfuckers will all have a say in how your country's ran more than you will, and these lobbyist fucks, because you want money to be in politics. The problem is how do you give a platform to somebody that you're choosing? I mean, who gets to decide who we're going to choose? And the way it happens, it's advertising, it's marketing, it's public relations, it's connecting with people. It's whoever gets more time on the box with lights that you have in front of you, in your hand 24/7. That's how that works, right? Obama used social media really well to get elected. I believe he's fucking illegitimate as well, or at least his family is. But that's the problem. But the thing is, on the other end of the coin there, we got to find out, well, who are we going to pick? Who are you going to choose? That's a really big question, because if you take away Citizens United, you take away McCutcheon versus FEC, then what are you going to use to promote a particular candidate? Do you select the people that you want to select through the government on who gets to be a candidate? When you're a candidate, you have to go to companies. You have to go to rich people. I don't care what you say. You have to go out there and you have to sell your platform. Sell your base. Sell what you have to whoever that wants to give you $1 or $100,000. I think the cap is like 2,000. I'm not sure, whatever. But that's something that needs to be either addressed, fixed, or looked at severely, in my opinion. Let me see. I'm going to hear what she says.
That our politicians are often,
Yo, Nick Shirley. What's up, bro? Good. How you doing? Great to see you. I'll come with you in just a sec.
Oh, there it is.
And,
there's the yellow jackets.
Yeah, what do you think about Mandami wanting to tax the millionaires an extra 2%?
I think it's great. I think it's a great idea.
You think it's going to make millionaires flee the city?
I hope not. I mean,
that's what everyone hopes, but
yeah, she's just not. She doesn't really have an answer. I don't know why she's holding that. I don't know whatever her script is. There's a lot of these people are paid protesters, but some of them have just been, like most of us, hypnotized. All right.
I don't, because I think if you can live in New York, you're going to live in New York. New York's New York. People live here for that reason. It already has higher taxes on the wealthy.
Yeah, because right now the rich are already paying. I know one guy told me about 52% of his paycheck goes to the state. It goes to taxes, and you don't just get taxed twice like most people in America. You get taxed 3 times. You get the city tax, state tax, and federal tax here in New York City.
And they're still living here. So what's an additional 2% to them?
Think they might hit a breaking point and be like, all right, well, we could probably go live better somewhere else.
Then why didn't they hit that breaking point 2% ago?
They can live. 2% of a billionaire's money is not.
And do you think it's possible for a billionaire to be a net positive for society?
I do think it's possible.
Well, if they...
You're living in it. This is amazing. And it's just, they're young, they don't get it, but all they have to do, there's his bodyguard. I think that the guy in the back is his bodyguard, or he's CIA or FBI or something. The other guy is just one of his fans, I guess, or something. But capitalism is everywhere there. That city was not created by a socialist structure or process. Every building, every window, everything except for the streets. No, sorry, because if it wasn't for those capitalists paying those taxes, those streets wouldn't have been paved. Those sidewalks wouldn't be concrete. The signs wouldn't be up. The signal lights wouldn't be around. Just pretty much everything. Sewage, water, you name it, right? It's because of these billionaires helping to pay their share of the taxes, or these hundredaires or millionaires back in the day that created that city. This whole thing of capitalism, I mean, I was there. But then I thought, how is this all happening? And I just researched it. It was pretty simple. I just gave you the fucking answer, right? And these,
If they were to redistribute their wealth, they would have a lot of good influence.
Okay, to who? To you? Right? So there are millionaires made out of their lineage. There are millionaires made out of corruption. There are millionaires made out of just fucking plain hard-ass work. And they're out there. And there's also billionaires as well. And there's a couple of them here I'm going to show you in a second. They're women. But let me just get to that. I just saw that yellow caution jacket, safety jackets or whatever. A vest, the vest girls coming
Yeah,
out.
they could be good for society.
Use Bill Gates as the first example. He was like the kind of example of someone who's more philanthropic. It's like he's
the poster boy for a good
poster boy of that.
billionaire.
So we're gonna lead with that one. But Elon Musk, didn't he once tweet something where he was like, "Oh, people always say you can solve hunger with I forget the figure. It was $6 billion or something." He's like. He tweeted and he was like, if someone shows me the plan of how you can do this, I'll fund it. And someone actually did. A group actually did come up with that plan and he just ignored it.
Really?
Yeah.
You think Elon Musk is a net positive for society?
Oh, no.
No?
He sucks.
EVs, electric vehicles, did you guys like those?
I like electric vehicles, but that doesn't mean that he's the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
I like his questions. It's like, so you guys are about electric vehicles, but because Elon Musk is creating Tesla, you guys don't like him.
He's like a white supremacist and spread lies
he
about,
is? Okay. Is
you
he?
know, white genocide in South Africa. I don't think he's, and he's, yeah, I don't.
Thanks for,
Thanks,
Yeah,
sir.
I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. How you doing, sir?
What's up?
You having a good day out here?
Trying to prove that they're peacefully protesting, and then they pepper sprayed his air hole in a suit. They got an air hole in a suit, and
yeah,
there it
that's
is.
right.
Hold on. She's been hanging around for a while. But they're
Look at this
there.
lady. She's calling you a right-wing troll as well.
I'm just gonna hang with them and make sure to protect them over these trolls.
Yeah, we got the
This is what
trolls.
I'm telling you, man. You need the protection.
Now we got Beyonce coming from behind us.
There you go.
Hey, they're flipping
But one
him
of the
out.
girls here, she has like super hairy armpits with the.
It gets kind of heavy, and these people just get triggered like crazy. They just and he's just walking. Awake is the new woke. It pisses them off.
Yeah, you should hit him with the
Right?
deodorant.
He's not affected by what they're saying. He's not. That's the brilliant part about this entire video and this kid. He's not affected. He's in the United States of America. He has every right to be in a public road doing what he's doing, especially during a peaceful protest. And he's being peaceful. He's asking questions. He's not telling you anything. He's not forcing you anything. He's not even carrying a big sign saying Mussolini or anything about anything violent, which there's a bunch of that. There was a bunch of that today. They'll show them all.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
And then he made a friend, and he's making a friend. Retail for lease. Oh, there's lots of buildings like that. I just want to say that. There are a lot of companies that can't survive. New York has just become a shithole. And here's the reason. They're walking down the street. They're the ones supporting it. I'm just telling you.
Bring deodorant for people.
This one right here has some gnarly armpit hair.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find my
What's going on?
You doing the Lord's work out here?
Thank you. They're saying I'm a right-wing troll.
Hey, good for you, man. Thanks for doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I
Is this a
appreciate
Turning
it.
Point shirt or what is this?
No, it's not a Turning Point shirt. You can go cop it.
Good stuff, dude.
Thank you.
You think I should hand out the deodorant? I got your deodorant. I'm serious.
Yeah, this one right here, she's got some gnarly armpit hair.
You got deodorant.
Of course she does. Of course she does. And I bet somebody I used to be with probably has armpit hair as well. God, man, what the fuck?
For you. Hit her.
Look, see the sign?
With the little stick. Give
See the background?
That you'll say I sexually harassed her. I don't want to do that.
Wow, now
So they got these little signs, trolls.
we got the Beyonce song going. All right, let's keep moving through here.
Beyonce music. Gotta have
Watch
the
them, see how
Beyonce.
fast they can move. Look, now they're moving. Look how
See, that's his security. That's his security guy. He's just watching out for him. Right?
All right, no, let's just see. Yeah,
They're coming up. They're coming after him. This is crazy.
Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Hit her with some deodorant.
Look at that. Oh, no, they closed that. Did
Got
a
some
close
gnarly
up
armpit
on
hair
it.
in there. Wow. Should we see how fast we can run?
They did a fucking close
Should we
up
hit a
of
little
their armpit
jog?
hair. Oh, my God.
Look, now we got
That's
cameramen out
fucking
here.
great.
This is what democracy looks like out here. How much you
Hairy armpits.
getting paid, ma'am?
That's fucking great. How much she's paying. Yeah, I don't know. She's wouldn't answer.
All right, you guys ready? They're gonna see if they can follow.
They're going for it. They're gonna run with. They're gonna run him.
Let's see if they can follow. We got the man in the orange suit. Look, she's running fast. How fast do you want to run? We can run pretty fast with you if you want. Whoa.
They won't be able to. They're gonna fucking eat it, dude. They're gonna die. They're all fucking boosted and vaccinated. You gotta be careful. You can't do that. You know, I mean.
Dang, they're moving quick, everybody. Look at
They're
him.
coming after him. Look at that.
Look at him. All right, here we go.
Isn't that nuts?
Here, just get in front, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, we'll make them earn it. We'll make them earn their pay.
Yeah. You can.
They're not
The
in
kid's in good
shape, so
shape.
we
He's
should
not
be all right.
vaccinated. I'll tell you that. And he's not on every drug out there, which I'm sure these girls are.
Hey, can you tell these guys to stop following me?
Arrest this guy!
Arrest me! Arrest me! Arrest me! Please arrest me! And we got Reuters out here. All right, look at this. We got everyone watching. Now they're yelling, I'm a Nazi. Now they're yelling, I'm a Nazi. What makes me a Nazi? What makes me a Nazi? What makes me a Nazi? Just gonna name call with no reason?
It's not no reason. You know why you're a Nazi, buddy.
How am I a Nazi?
You know why you are.
How am I a Nazi?
You know why you are.
How am I a Nazi?
You know why you are.
Wait, so now you talk?
This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. These are the people that are voting demoncratically. These are the people that want 20 million illegal immigrants in here, taking your job, your money, your tax dollars, everything. These are the people that want some 38, 40-year-old fat, chubby, bearded man in a fucking BDSM leather plastic thong to read sexually explicit content to your kid in school. These are the people that are okay with a guy dressed as a girl, a cross-dressing man, right? Who knows, to be in the military fighting against men that are probably have that, what? These are the people. Let me just show you something else. The No Kings, right? This is during, so Joe Biden didn't get any pushback. Okay? He got absolutely no pushback. I guess he didn't really have debates in the 2024 Democratic presidential primaries. Incumbent President Joe Biden faced limited opposition as most party leaders and voters rallied behind him early on. Biden secured the vast majority of delegates and effectively clinched the nomination by Super Tuesday. I mean, there was nobody against him. There was nobody against him. Everybody was just going with the fucking flow, right? And then Kamala Harris comes, and here's the same question. Who ran against Joe Biden for the 2024 general election to Grok? I'm asking if chat, AI, whatever. And then the same question I asked, Kamala Harris did not participate in 2024 Democratic primaries as she was the sitting vice president and was endorsed by President Joe Biden to succeed him after he withdrew. So what are we talking about here? Right? What are we talking about? Is that the way you want it to be? Is that democracy? Seriously, I asked that question. Is that process democracy? Okay. Do you guys remember when Tulsi Gabbard took down Kamala Harris in 2020? Do you guys remember that? 2019, I meant. Just made her look like shit. I mean, it was just, you're shit, you're crap, and here's why. Right? And there was a slew of videos, and Tulsi Gabbard started gaining great recognition and lots of publicity for it, which I think she deserved. But she knew that this chick was full of shit. And all of us, and everybody else did too. But the Democrats had they had a list of people. They had Bernie, they had all kinds of people out there. They were all running against, Joe. I mean, there was a fucking challenge. There wasn't really a challenge for Joe Biden. There was like two, maybe something happened. Next thing you know, it's going to be Joe Biden. Oh, you know what? We're going to just pick fucking Kamala Harris. They could have had a primary. They could have had somebody else. They could have had other people. I'm sure there were other people besides Kamala Harris that the Democrats wanted. There were interviews saying that they did. But that's besides the point. the point is, that's a dictatorship. That's authoritarianism. That's tyrannical in many countries to do that. And they fucking got by with it. Because these people that are walking these streets and these no kings, whatever they're called, no dictator, whatever they want to call it, these people are just fucking... It's not even cognitive dissonance now. It's delusional. It's not even, it's kind of like deranged. It's insanity. But the programming has been so well done. The indoctrination process. Look, I was there. I thought they were everything. Then I realized for 713 days, I think it was 2009, 2010, the Democrats had the majority in the House and the Senate. And during that time, they didn't codify Roe versus Wade. They didn't raise the minimum wage. They didn't give you free health care or any kind of free health care. They didn't give you Medicare for all, M4A or Medicare for all. They didn't stop wars. They actually, Obama made more. They didn't do a lot of things, and they were, and it was bad. And what they did give you, out of all that, was they monopolized or condensed just a few major companies to take over the health insurance industry. Blue Cross, Kaiser, Aetna, etc. Just a few. I think they call them the big 12 maybe. And there were other companies that revolved and other people wanted a different way, but the ACA eventually turned into shit. I could go over the numbers with you, but I'm telling you, it's not good. It's fucking expensive. And they're still using the third and fourth and middle men for all these. It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. That's going to get fixed eventually soon. But I think you're getting my point. I started to realize that they're full of shit. And then I find out, Margaret Sanger, right, was purposely placed in black and low-income minority neighborhoods to open up her abortion clinics. Yeah. And by the way, she had fucking 3 kids. But she didn't want anybody else to have kids. The irony there, the hypocrisy there is pretty crazy. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, there's just so much that I was researching over time. And then all of a sudden 2019, 2010, 2020 came and I knew right off the bat. Right there, boom, I was like, bam, bam. But I left the Democratic Party in 2016. I went to, because Bernie basically just completely and thoroughly bent over for the Demoncrats or the deep state. He could have challenged, I think it was 2015, primary 26th, July 15th of 2016 at the convention. He could have said, I challenge this. And there was plenty of evidence to show that the primary was completely rigged for Hillary. And everybody was just pissed off as hell. I mean, me and a bunch of people that were on this show that came on were talking about it left and right, left and right. The problem is, nobody did anything about it. Nobody did anything about it. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Right? It was just really sad. It was just really, really sad. The way all that went down, it was just terrible. And then I went to the Green Party, which was a fucking enormous mistake. Basically, the Green Party is an offshoot of the World Economic Forum, because if you go to the Green Party's website and then go to the World Economic Forum's website, they're very similar, and they're just shit as well. So then I decided to become an independent and started thinking for myself, which I still am as an independent. I do lean left, I do lean right, never, hardly ever left with pretty much everything, but definitely lean right. I'm conservative. I'm a God-fearing, patriotic American, heterosexual for sure. For sure. And that's just me. And that's the way I can believe, and I can be freely to do that here in the United States, which I'm doing. But these people are fucking nuts. These people are nuts. This is fucking craziness. This is just craziness. And they're talking about how no kings, but a lot of the people that support, I mean, okay, hang on. Because I just posted this. I don't know who that is. But let me refresh this because I put it up here. You got to ask yourself, who's funding, right? Blaming a party for a shutdown and its aftermath makes perfect sense, since only one party wanted and needed supported Citizens United. But they both didn't want it. See, this is something I posted back in October of 2013, and I realized now, because I learned, that it was everybody's fault. It's our fault for picking, anyway. Right here. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to look at this, because they threw this out there on their website or whatever, and somebody picked it up, and what it is the sponsors, okay? Right? Some of them are familiar, some of them are unions, I get it. Unions are completely infiltrated by these people. But then there's one here for the New York doctors. Okay. And then there's ones for Food Water Watch. Really? That's interesting to me. And the reason why I say well, look, I'll just say New York doctors, these guys, all they want to do is keep getting their big pharma money. That's it. That's what that's for. I mean, I could look into it. I can guarantee that I could find a direct connection and connect the dots with the New York doctors and how they're completely and thoroughly funded by big pharma. Right? As a matter of fact, probably a lot of these logos and these entities and these NGOs, maybe NGOs, and nonprofits for sure are definitely connected and supported by a lot of big pharma, and partially part of the military-industrial complex as well. But this one, climate defenders, right there in the middle, it says circled climate defenders. Yeah, that's World Economic Forum. It's just a bunch of baloney. And I've already went over how fucking the whole climate thing is just a giant scam. For money, they're Al Gore and John Kerry are just basically begging and asking constantly that they need to have 78 trillion or 100 trillion or 50 trillion by the end of 2030, 2050, whatever. And it's just money that there's. If you have any questions about it or concerns, or you think I'm full of shit, put a comment. I'll be glad to send you a fucking video, a document, or something to show you how fucked up you are. Now, this is the weirdest one, because this is Jackson Hinkle was a part of this, and I told Jackson Hinkle, and he responded, said, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You were like just for Trump, and you were going at the right." Hey, Cheryl Vick, how are you doing? Good to see you. And I was just like, "Is that old? That's new? Okay." Anyway, and I'm saying the Communist Party of the United States of America. Hammer and sickle. Okay. And Russia's not our friend. This is so conflicting to me. I mean, you can put any logo, everything you want, and I get it. But at a certain point, you got to kind of be free. And here's where I always, when I hear the word freedom, I like to talk about, and I'm going to type this in because I should have had this up, but I'm going to talk about the Tea Party. All right, so give me a second. Why is this not? Oh, gotta go to edit. Okay. When did the Tea Party appear in the United States? Grok. Tea Party movement in the United States emerged in 2009. It was sparked by a combination of events, notably Rick Gentile's February 1992 rant on CNBC. We criticized government bailouts and called for a Chicago Tea Party to protest. This resonated with conservatives frustrated by the 2008 finance crisis. Absolutely. Bank bailouts and Obama. Yeah, that's where this all came from. Yeah, and the Tea Party wanted, which I think is important for people to realize, is the Tea Party was grassroots when it first started. Right? It was. Let me just show you that. Let me go back here and just kind of show you what I pulled up. I want you to have the same information I do. So why is that so big? Anyway, what the flip? If I get it out here and get all of it, no, can't. It's got to be pretty small to fit in there. Jesus Christ. Gee, many criminy. All right, so there's a question. When did the Tea Party appear? There's around that time. And then we're just going to go down. Grassroots protest, and they started coming out. Ron Paul was part of it. It's good. But the people of the Tea Party originally, before they were kind of taken over by the Republican Party, right? They wanted, and I admired them for this, because what they wanted was less oversight on themselves. They wanted less oversight on themselves. They wanted to make sure that they could own a piece of property, buy it. They didn't like the tax part. Nobody fucking does. They wanted to make sure that I think my hair is receding a lot more lately. But anyway, they wanted to be able to plant whatever they wanted to plant on their farm, on their acre, on their 20 acres, on their 5 acres, on their quarter acre. They wanted to be able to gather water when they wanted to. I mean, some of these states you can't do any of this shit. You have to, they wanted to be able to plant vegetables and fruits anywhere on the property. They wanted to be able to dig wells and provide their own water. And they wanted, as far as sewage, that was a different thing, because the sewage system is much different, especially in a small town, large town, any town. It's just, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of sewage, poop, it's a lot. But they wanted their freedoms. They wanted to be able to carry, conceal and carry, or just carry, out carry, what's that called? Just regular carry. When I was a kid in Alaska, Canada, lived in Washington, when we were kids, everybody had those gun racks in the back window of a truck. And my Uncle Terry and Uncle Bobby and a bunch of, everybody in Alaska had these big old gigantic rifles in the back of their right behind their head, right there. And it wasn't for threat. It was just showing off, I got a cool fucking gun. Or this, and there were times when they're driving on some road out in the forests of Alaska, and they'll see a big old caribou, and there were no rules. They could just go shoot it. I remember during hunting season that there were like every 3 or 4 garages, there was a draped bear skin, or there was a draped caribou skin, or some deer skin, or something across the front of it. And I remember going into my Aunt Gloria's house, or my mom's sister, and I was looking at, I was small because I remember the angle. I was like right here, probably right just over the counter. I could just barely see over the counter. I was probably about 5 or 6 or 7 at the time, maybe. And I could see this venison, just meat up to the cupboards, packed with just meat everywhere. And they were slicing up in the garage and all this other shit. And I was young. And I actually shot a gun, I think, when I was 6 years old, the first time I think when I shot a gun. And I think it may have been a .22, but somebody else. I think my brother was older. I think he was shot the 30-06, so I think hurt his shoulder. I'm not sure, because that's a big fucking gun. God bless. Peace to Charlie Kirk, wherever he is, if he's still alive or whatever. But that's what the Tea Party was about. It was about being free to do whatever you need to do, and all these regulations, licensing. You know, licenses didn't come around till, I don't know, 100 years ago. Maybe a little over 100 years ago. You had to have a license for this, and a license for that, and a license for this, and a license for that. Like, what? Because there's just so many fucking people fishing, and there's just so many fucking people hunting. But I gotta say this. I got what they were doing. I understood what they were doing. That pulled me towards being a conservative. That pulled me towards being a God-fearing, patriotic, conservative man. Right? That kind of pulled me towards that. I mean, I think what people need to understand, and I'm going to take a break after this because I've been sitting here talking about this for a while, is if you live in a big city, you have to abide by rules to keep justice in the city. And if you're not, then people get hurt, murdered, killed, vicious, terrible things happen. I've seen it. I've lived in LA. Right? I was in LA, I don't know, 8 years ago. And all the time. And then right next to there is Orange County, next to Disneyland, which is just as bad. You know, some of the cities out there are pretty bad. But it's gotten worse. And so Trump wants to fix all this shit because it's really bad. You know, the guy earlier that said, you know, they're illegal immigrants, you know, selling who knows what from who knows where, right? And they're not paying any taxes while everybody else is. Is that fair? Of course it's not fair. But that's like an American dream to them. That takes you back to the Tea Party system and process, doesn't it? Right? Isn't that interesting? It kind of circles back to that. It kind of circles back to that. It's really interesting. What time is it anyway? Yeah. I am getting hungry. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about I want to get more information on that. On the $37 trillion crypto reset that people are warning us about. It may be similar to CBDC, central bank digital currency. Like I would say, cash should always be king. Just for God's sakes, people, everybody MAGA, cash must always be king. Period. Right? And then the other segment. What is the other segment? Oh shit! Brain fart. Total brain fart. Damn, Jim, come on. I think it was about billionaire. Nope. We did the Kings. It wasn't more Charlie Kirk stuff. Hang on. Go to your channel. I'm going to look it up. I just had a super brain fart. I hate when that happens. Oh, Muslims invading. Yeah. You know what? I should take a break and talk about that. I should take a break and talk about that for sure, because I'm really concerned about that. And I want to. You know what? No, I'm just going to go take a break. We'll talk about that later. Let me just change the restream in here. I wonder if I can change it at mid view. I'm wondering. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. The Muslim threat across the planet, which I don't know. Maybe it's being blown out of proportion. I'm not sure. There definitely is something happening in Europe that's very concerning. But I want to find out what's going on. So let me fix this. I wonder if I can fix it midstream. Yeah, I wanted to go over this No King stuff for sure. Update. Yeah, I can't do it. I can always fix it later on my YouTube. But anyway, I just want to say that when Occupy what came around, I understood the urge and the need for Occupy, right? I totally agreed with that movement. And then it was compromised. And the same thing happened to the Tea Party. I think I think Occupy, and I've mentioned this in the past and before, there was a piece of Occupy that I thought was great for our Constitution and our country. And there was a piece of the Tea Party that I thought was great. But then they got kind of, corrupted and manipulated and taken over and influenced by lobbyists. And, you can't say a party because the parties themselves are part of the lobbying bodies, the giant lobbying bodies out there, which you have to admit is true, still to this day, right? And that needs to stop. By the way, Thomas Massey, I still think he's a great man. I think he's doing good things. MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is spot on. Jimmy Dore's talking about her like she's fucking right there. And then there's a separation with MAGA, but I got to tell you, I'm going to be leaning towards Massey. I'm going to be leaning towards MTG. I'm going to be leaning towards Matt Gaetz. Some of the people that should, in my opinion, have been a part of Trump's administration, right? Definitely RFK Jr., definitely Tulsi Gabbard, Marco Rubio, Howard Lutnick, right? A few others. That Berger guy is good. There's a few others that are good. There was some concern, but I will say this. Overall, Trump is a bazillion times, like they're polar opposites, of course. Two different parties. There's only two parties. As far as who I would want running. But I'm telling you right now, even mainstream media can't keep up with Donald Trump. The guy is a fucking beast. He just keeps going and going and going. He is the Energizer battery, whatever. He's the fucking battery. All right, that's it. So I'm not going to keep going with that, but tomorrow we're going to talk about the Muslim invasion, and we're going to talk about. Now I'm brain farting on the other one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This is James of Mono Talk. Aloha. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you learned a couple things. And if you have any questions,